Welcome to NSG 223 Study Session 7, Theories and Models of Maternal and Child Health Care 1. Introduction. The health and safety of the mother and baby are of paramount importance in both the midwifery and medical models, but they are not the midwife's only goals. Midwives value childbirth as an emotionally, socially, culturally, and often spiritually meaningful life experience, something to be experienced positively, with potential for making women feel stronger and be stronger, and for strengthening bonds between the mother, father, other siblings, and the newborn. In this session, you will learn Rowe's adaptation theory, Abraham Maslow theory, and Albert Dunn's theory. Learning outcome for study session 7. When you have studied this session, you should be able to 1. Explain the various theories and emphasis of health care. 2. Discuss the Rowe's adaptation theory. 3. Abraham Maslow theory. 4. Albert Dunn's theory. Theories in nursing. Nursing theories describes the relationship of the client and the nurse with health and environment. There are many theoretical approaches. Some of these are 1. General system approach, 2. Subsystem approach, 3. Adoptive system approach, 4. Personal system approach, 5. Interpersonal system approach, and 6. Social approach. Rowe's adaptation theory. Rowe's adaptation model is a theory propounded by Sister Callista Rowe in Ritchie and Rowe, 1980, page 179 to 206. This model reflects the general customs theory approach. It explains how an individual interacts with and adapts to the environment to conserve energy and maintain equilibrium. In Rowe's model, nursing assists the client to adapt physiological alternation in 4 ways. These are basic physiological needs, self-concept, role mastery of function, and interdependence relations. Failure of coping mechanisms leads to problem. Basic physiological needs. The basic physiological needs are composed of 7 areas, namely 1. Exercise and rest. Too little or too much of this can lead to immobility, hyperactivity, fatigue, or insomnia. 2. Nutrition. Problems in this area include malnutrition, nausea, vomiting. 3. Elimination needs. Any problem in this area may cause retention, hyperexcretion, constipation, diarrhea, and incontinence. 4. Fluid and electrolyte. Excess or deficit may cause dehydration, oedema, and electrolyte imbalance. 5. Oxygen. Lack of this will lead to ischemia or fatigue. 6. Circulation needs. Failure leads shock or overloading the heart, causing heart failure. 7. Regulation of temperature, senses, and the endocrine system. Self-concept. This has 3 parts: physical, personal, and interpersonal. Physical. The physical self-concept is made up of images and sensation. Personal. The personal self-concept comprises of ethical issues, consistency of self-behavior with values, and one's ideal and expected behavior. Interpersonal. The interpersonal self-concept is the individual's view of one's interaction with others. Roles mastery or function. This is the instrumental and expressive aspects of the individual's position in the society. In this area, the problems that may arise are role conflict and role failure. Interdependence relation. This is the ability of the individual to achieve comfortable balance between dependence and independence. The inability to distinguish between this may result to an alienation, rejection, aggression, hostility, loneliness, dominance, and exhibition. The cognitive subsystem reacts to internal and external psychosocial stimuli. The stimuli are received via perception, learning, judgment, and emotion. When the regulator and cognate subsystems are faulty, the individual develops maladaptive behaviors. Sources of stimuli. There are three sources: focal, contextual, residual. Focal, related to environmental changes. Contextual, stimuli from other internal and external sources that may influence the situation. Residual, refers to the personal characteristics of the individual which are relevant to the situation. Applications to nursing. The purpose of nursing is to change the stimuli to promote the client's adaptation. That is, to guide the client to adapt to physiological alterations. The nurse examines the client's 4 ways of identifying problems. Then, the nurse identifies the stimuli that cause the maladaptation, and he or she alters the stimuli. The alteration of the stimuli, Rowe believes, will help the client's regulator and cognator subsystems to resume effective adaptive behaviors. Rowe's model is broad enough to be used for individuals or families in the nursing process. It is very useful for assessing and analyzing client patterns. It is a good guide when nursing implementation strategies are geared at changing source of stimuli. Abraham Maslow's theory. Abraham Maslow developed the theory of human needs in 1940. He defined a need as a satisfaction whose absence causes illness. According to him, a basic need has the following characteristics: its absence breeds illness, its presence prevents illness, its restoration cures illness. Under certain situations of free choice, it's preferred by a deprived person over satisfactions. It is found to be inactive or functionally absent in the ill or in the healthy person. Self-actualization. When the lower needs in the hierarchy have been relatively satisfied, an individual strives towards self-actualization. The fully self-actualized person has realized his or her full potential. Maslow's characteristics of a self-actualized person. 1. Is realistic and objective about his or her observations. 2. Judges people correctly. 3. Has superior perception. 4. Has clear notion of right and wrong. 5. Is usually accurate in predicting future events. 6. Understands arts, music, politics, and philosophy. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Physical, safety and security. Food, oxygen, water, rest, exercise, elimination, shelter, sex, protection from pain, discomfort, punishment, death, losses, need for saneness or sanity, sureness, love and belonging, affection, approval, acceptance, recognition, reassurance, familiarity, trustworthiness, security, order, consistency, reliability, predictability, self-esteem, strength, achievement, adequacy, mastery, competence, confidence, independence, freedom, reputation or prestige, status, dominance, self-actualization, self-fulfillment, self-acceptance, excellence, construct, create. Characteristics of basic needs. All people have the same basic needs, but each person's needs are modified by his or her culture. Individuals' perception of a need varies according to learning and the standards of the culture. E.g., it is not ideal for a woman to remain unmarried. This may be necessary in a culture or subculture and not be so in another. 2. People meet their own needs relatively to their own priorities. E.g., a mother may feed her baby before feeding herself. 3. Although basic needs generally must be met, some can be deferred. Example is the need to finish one's education before marriage. 4. Failure to meet needs results in one or more homeostatic imbalances, which can eventually result in illness. 5. A need can make itself felt by either external stimuli, example, the need for food. A person may experience hunger as a result of thinking about food, internal stimulation, or as a result of food aroma, external stimulation. 6. A person who perceives a need can respond in several ways to meet it. The choice of response is largely a result of learned experiences and value of the culture. 7. Needs are interrelated. Some needs cannot be met unless related needs are also met. E.g., the need for hydration can be altered if the need for eliminating urine is not met. Summary of Study Session 7. In Study Session 7, you have learnt that it explains how an individual interacts with and adapts to the environment. As an adaptive system, the person functions as a totality. 1. Its absence breeds illness. 2. Its presence prevents illness. 3. Its restoration cures illness. 4. Under certain situations of free choice, it's preferred by a deprived person over satisfactions. 5. It is found to be inactive or functionally absent in the ill or healthy person. In this model, at any point in time, different needs assume a greater relative importance to the individual. People meet their own needs relatively to their own priorities. E.g., a mother may feed her baby before feeding herself. End of Study Session 7. Thanks for listening.